What's up, Savages? I was so close to putting in context today, but I stopped a little bit short. I brought him out, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to put context in. And I was like, man, I don't want my eyes to be all dry and shit, so I gave up on it. And I'm tired of living my life behind bars, but at the same time, I'm like, ugh, I got to put contacts in. This is the definition of first world problems. Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, Savage talks upon us. It's getting uploaded a little bit late today. I took like a nap. I woke up. That pillow behind me is covered in drool completely. No idea what I was dreaming about. I'm assuming it had to have been something to do with Reese's. Perhaps donuts. Everything that I want to eat, but I can't because I know it's bad for me. Let's begin this bitch. When you choke a Smurf, what color does it turn? Number one, Kimberly Ann. I gotta say, this one... this one caught me off guard. But I was thinking about it, and I said to myself, okay, if Smurfs are blue, if you choke someone, initially, when, like, before they, like, pass out, right? Like, at the first bit, right? Look, I'm red. Like, I get, like, a reddish hue. So, technically, the Smurfs would have to go red first. And then they would probably end with, like, a purple. They'd probably be, like, a dark plum. Right? And this was one of the most exciting questions of all time for me because I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to make this up on the spot. And I'm going to see what the fuck I think it is. And that's it. It's a good question. That's a way to kick it off. Pen Poo, or Pem Bee Woo. I butchered that one. Kill, fuck, marry. Crim 6, Aches, Killa. Alright. I kill Crim right away. I have sex with Aches, and I marry Killa. And now people are going to say, why the fuck would you marry Killa? Well, number one, no one likes a relationship that isn't fun. Arguing with Killa every day would be awesome. Arguing with, like, Aches every day would kind of drain on you, like, mentally, right? Like, because he would just be, like, throwing it in your head that you're stupid, right? But Killa, like, somewhere deep inside of his, like, wife beater and, like, cigarettes and, like, an alcoholic beverage knows that he's wrong. So, like, you just gotta attack him personally, and then eventually he'll, like, give in. So, I'm gonna go Killa. I'll marry the shit out of you, Adam Sloss, and with that, I will roll my sleeves up. Next set, Savage Talk from Gilkey, which, by the way, Gilkey, this is an old school guy's name in Halo, and he looked like, it doesn't matter. If you had to cut off either a hand or a foot, what would it be? This one's pretty easy. I think everyone can kind of go in the same boat. I think prosthetics, lower body wise, are fantastic already. They're at that point where, yeah, thank you, monster. They're at that point now where you can kind of strap it on and be perfectly fine. I've seen people squatting with double amputee legs. So as long as I can do leg workouts, man, I'm kosher with it. So I think not having a hand would be a lot worse, just because, like, I couldn't use a mouse and a keyboard. I couldn't use a controller. When your profession is gaming, a hand is mildly important. Like, I could lose a pinky. Like, chop my pinky off right now. I don't need the fucking thing. But, you tell me I have to lose my whole hand. I'm fucked. Will I be attending Dallas? Yes, moving forward. That's the whole reason of adding that in there. Oh, that was awesome. All right. Evo type. Thoughts on having to be connected to live for playing on LAN? I think this is the biggest joke in the history of competitive gaming, period. The fact that the game does not work on LAN when it's in... There's just some things, like... There's some things that, like, you can't fucking believe that, like, happens in this world, right? And this is one of them, right? Like, if you know nothing about Call of Duty, if you know not a fucking thing about Call of Duty, you're like, oh, search and destroy camp corners, wait for them to fucking plant the bomb, right? Like, you know fucking search and destroy. And the fact that they messed that up is like, well, how the shit does that happen? You can't just fuck that up when you've been building this game for 7 years. That's the part that gets me, man. It's not... Fuck it. Gunslinger. Do I have any tattoos? And if not, do you ever see yourself getting one? Funny story here. No, I do not have one. I know you were expecting funny story, and then like all of a sudden I like pull up my sleeve, and there's just like a picture of like a dude because the fucking tattoo artist like screwed me over. Two stories actually. Number one, Karma, my old teammate back in Halo, the black one. Just to specify for those people who still like, even when I say teammate, they still assume it's fucking Damon. The black Karma, he got a Chinese tattoo on his arm, right? We went out to sushi one day, and the guy like read his arm and he started laughing, and Karma's like, what's up with my arm? The guy goes, oh, that means big fruit. And he was like, what? I thought it's supposed to mean karma. And he goes, oh, no. In order for it to say karma, you need a box around it or something like that, or no box around it. But right now, as it stands, you're a big fruit. So we used to call karma big fruit for the longest time because of that. But no, I do plan on getting a tattoo. Me and my brother, this Christmas break, we're getting like a brother tattoo first, and then I'm going to probably do something with like a forest from this part up, half sleeve. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Next one. Were you nervous at events? Did it affect your games? At the beginning, I think everyone's nervous when they first start competing. I think it's impossible to not be nervous competing at your first couple of events. I mean, you have a lot to prove, right? You want to show everyone that you're the best. You want to come out there and always do the best, but it doesn't necessarily work that way. I think the big thing, though, is as you progress, you naturally see yourself getting better, or at least I did. So when you start seeing yourself getting better, you get cockier and cockier, and then you want to be playing because you want everyone to feel your wrath, right? Like, that's what you want. You don't want, to just sit down and be like, okay, please don't fuck up. I just want to... Like, if that's what you're doing, you're fucked. This is not the same for you. You can't be doing that. So I wouldn't say I was nervous at the beginning because I thought, oh, what happens if I fail? Right? But then I changed my mentality completely to what happens when I fucking destroy this kid. Like, what am I going to say to him? I was more, towards the end of my career, I was more worried about what I was going to say to someone at the end of the game than what and how I was going to play during the game. Yeah, right? Crazy. There's that one. I don't have any of these labeled, so bear with me. Which game is better for the face of Major League Gaming Pro FPS? I'm assuming just mean MLG. COD or Halo? I would love to hear your opinion. Dude, like, what is this question, right? Like, I've gotten this from you a couple of times now, right? Like, you've been waiting for Savage Dog for a while, so you've been giving it to me for days. I appreciate the interaction, and I love you for it, but I don't love you for it, because this is one of those questions that is just, like, unnecessary to even get, like, a feel for, right? Ideally, it's not about Halo versus COD. It's not about Halo versus Counter-Strike versus fucking COD versus fucking Gears of War versus Destiny versus fucking Master Chief Collection versus fucking GoldenEye, right? It's not anything about what's better, who's better at anything. The big thing here is you have to look at it from your standpoint, right? If you love MLG, you want MLG to have more games because MLG makes more money the more games they have. Science, right? If they're selling out Halo and they're selling out Call of Duty and the stream numbers are about the same or even half, they're gonna do just fine, right? But if you only have COD for MLG and Halo's on another circuit, then it becomes a competition, and then people are like, oh, well, fuck that scene. We don't give a fuck about those people. I don't like them at all. You don't want that. That's exactly what we don't want as the FPS community. We really need everyone to just kind of basically help out one another. Like, just for example, I help out my buddy Nick Merckx as much as humanly possible from Gears of War. I love that dude to death. I want to see him grow. I think more people need to have this mindset, whereas FPS is a fucking little fish, man, in a huge fucking ocean, right? You're talking about $10 million events, fucking 8 million concurrent viewers from League of Legends. Like, CSGO is getting 300,000 viewers, right? Like, if you put fucking CSGO, COD, and Halo in one event, we're not still even close to Dota. So I understand PC Master Race, you never have to worry about them, but for console, we all just have to fucking work together. That's what we need. And wait. Halo, I just saw this. I just saw this in the corner of my eye before I started, and I wanted to say, Halo never had as many errors as COD, such as a stable game. Dude, you are fucking high. Look at Halo Reach and look at Halo 4. That's all I'll say. Done. The zombie apocalypse. Yeah, I'm not gonna even. What would you do and who would you save? Now this is something that a lot of people may not know about me, right? Like I'm a huge zombie head. I'm a huge zombie fucking fanatic. Back home, I have a bug out bag, right? And by back home, I mean in Virginia. So when I moved out to Illinois, I looked up the rules and the laws about carrying guns across the states, and I wasn't able to, so I have to wait to get a gun out here. I'm not here to talk about gun ownership and shit. I know it's a touchy subject for people. Fuck off. I have a gun. That's it. I have a couple. I have a Glock, 2 Remingtons, and a Mossberg 500. That's it. Okay? So shut up. Anyhow, back home I had a bug out bag, right? In my bug out bag I had I basically could live for about 5 days. And it was basically because I was preparing for the fucking apocalypse. I wasn't like a crazy, like, fucking doomsday prepper, right? I was more like, well, in case shit does hit the fan, because let's be honest, looking around the world, everything's going to shit. We're bombing Iraq again. Like, things are just fucking nuts. So, bringing it back here, I'm not sure what I would do from this location right here. Now, luckily I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I'd have a little bit of time, but the first thing I would have to do is probably book it right down the street to fucking rob this convenience store just so I can get canned goods, stuff of that sort, and then come back, throw as much stuff I can in my book bag, probably about 2 or 3 days worth of clothes, a hoodie just in case it rains, my black tarp, and flashlights plus lighters. And that's basically, I would take that with my 2 knives, because that's all I have. So I'd be fucking wielding knives out there. And then I would just I would find ground. I would at least build shelter somewhere. I would try to get away from this area just because I'm around so many fucking people. And even though I'm in the middle of nowhere, my location, I have like 7 neighbors. Actually, first, no, I'd probably go up, kill my crazy bitch neighbor, just assuming that she's going to become a zombie, and just say fuck you for being annoying my entire life since I've been here. Kill her, walk down, fucking grab my bag, and I would leave Maven behind, because Maven would literally suck ass in the zombie apocalypse. He would be a nightmare. I would probably break his leg, like, off the rep, and just be like, alright, buddy, we've had a good run. You're a good guy, but you are of no use to me in a zombie apocalypse. I look at it like this, right? Look at it like this. I have to protect myself. Someone like Maven's gonna drag me down. So that's it. I would probably go from here, and I'd start walking east. I'd hit Tennessee, scoop up Reagan, then head to North Carolina, meet up with my brother, assuming he's not dead already. And then from there, we would go and check on my parents. Actually, no, we wouldn't. No. I scratched that whole fucking part. That's not going to happen. They're close to D.C. They're 45 minutes out. That's definitely not fucking happening. I'd probably go straight to my brother in Dunn County, North Carolina, another place of middle of bumfuck. He's in med school in Campbell. Probably meet up with him, and then... So that's right there. I'm looking at like fucking 9 months. And even going through Tennessee is going to be a nightmare because the people... All I know is my immediate move would be going to the fucking convenience store, stealing as many canned goods as possible, plus lighters and nicotine, because when it comes down to it, the best bargaining tool you're going to have is stuff like chapstick or fucking lighters or nicotine. Nicotine's going to be the biggest trading source of all time. You give it 3 months in a zombie apocalypse, 6 months, I'll be able to trade a pack of cigarettes for a fucking shotgun. Right? Yeah, I fucking love this shit, man. We can talk about zombies all fucking day, and we probably should. We're gonna set that up one day. Next question. And I think I think I got one. Hold on. Yeah, I got one more. Do you think people are going to play Halo 3 just because of button glitches? Monster break. Drinking Monster turns you into a monster. Red Bull gives you fucking wings. It's gonna be the new commercial for him. Do I think people are gonna be playing Halo 3 over Halo 2? I actually believe this 100%, right? Like in Halo 2, button glitches are a real problem for a lot of the casual audience, and that's a big thing. I've had this talk with Maven, I've had this talk with Legion. As much hype as I would love Halo 2 to have, I know from a casual standpoint, within fucking 4 months, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I'm getting double-shotted left and right. These BXRs are unfair. Ah! Right? And people have to realize, like, that's how it was towards the end of 07. People were just getting fucking bamboozled online with glitches all the time. And the casuals hated it because they're like, oh, it's unfair. And I'm like, oh, you're just not fucking skillful. And at the time, I would say, go to Call of Duty. But now, right, like, Call of Duty's more skillful than Halo as it stands because Halo 4 is utter trash. So, looking at it, I think Halo 3 will, I think there's a good chance Halo 3 will be the game, but not until around February or March. It really all is going to come down to the population. I think the initial opening of Master Chief Collection, everyone will be like, Halo fucking 2. And then I'll tell you the sleeper right now, and the sleeper, in my personal opinion, is going to be Halo 1. I think Halo 1, if it starts at a very grassroots level, okay? Like a very, very, very grassroots level, and 2v2 is the predominant focus, thinking about it like that, it'd be very easy for people to get behind a 2v2 in Halo than it is a 4v4 in any game or a 5v5, just because you only have 2 people to watch, then the viewer experience is easier. But that's what I'm going to say. So, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I love you, but I don't love you. Take it easy. Whew. I love Savage Talks, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love each and every one of you so much, man. But I don't love each and every one of you so much, man. Hee hee.